Hey, Wan'Dale, I know it's not clear if Noah's going to play on Friday, but what will it be like to see him and to have him on the other sideline?
It'll definitely be good to see him. I feel like I haven't seen him in a really long time, but it'll be a little bit different playing against him. Hopefully, he's not really giving away anything, but it'll be really good to see him play, and I just hope he plays well. But hopefully, we play well enough to win. So.
Scott talked a little bit about having to be careful with signals and all that. Has there been much of an adjustment this week, and just knowing that one way or another, he's going to be over on the other side, and he knows what you guys are trying to do?
Yeah, we definitely know he'll know some things, but at the end of the day, we just have to just maneuver through everything and just kind of go with the flow and just really know and dial in on what our signals are from the sidelines and things like that. So.
Sean Callahan?
Hey, Wanda, I'm just curious, what has been the level of motivation this week, just kind of knowing short week, bad loss last week, how the guys responded knowing that you're going on the road on a short week?
Guys responded well. We were surprised with the text on Sunday that we were playing that Friday, and so we just had to know that we had to come back to work tomorrow or the next day and ready to work and go get a W and end out on a good note. So that way we aren't thinking about this for the rest of the off season. So.
The Athletic, Mitch Sherman?
Hey, Wan'Dale, you guys have obviously played fewer games this year. I mean, this is just number 8 as opposed to a regular season where you'd play 12. But with all that you've been through, going back to the summer, even before that, I'm just wondering what kind of a toll has this year taken, on you, on the team, and how do you think that will impact just like the amount of rest and recovery, mentally and physically, that you need after this season?
I definitely think they'll give us plenty enough time to rest. We were here for quite some time, but at the end of the day, we knew what we were getting ourselves into, and we knew that we wanted to come to work and just try to get better every day. And so, I mean, obviously, it took a big toll on our bodies just working out and practicing for so long. But at the end of the day, it was good for us, and we need the reps. We need everything that we can get, especially going into next year. So,
Is there a mental toll too? Just because it's been a different year. I mean, it's mid-December right now, and you guys have been at it in one way or another for 6 or 7 months.
oh yeah, definitely. I mean, obviously, you're not really in this mindset around this time normally. Even just playing 1 year of college, I didn't really expect to be playing right now. But I mean, at the end of the day, you just have to adapt, and that's just kind of how this year's been is with 2020. So.
Steve Sipple, Journal Star?
Yeah, Wandale, Turner Corcoran looks like he's going to be your starting left tackle. What kind of achievement is that for a true freshman to be in that position? And why do you have confidence in Corcoran?
I mean, he's shown that he can play the position at a high level. Our coaches have a lot of confidence in him. Watching him personally, I have a lot of confidence in him. Obviously, we were really, really high on him coming in. And so, obviously, we thought he could make an impact and do something. So, hopefully, this week he really gets to show why he was a high priority for us and he can play some football. So.
Okay, thank you.
Two more for Wandale. Jake Bartecki, KRNU.
Hey, Wanda, I'm just curious. Last season, the night game at Illinois, you had probably what was the best game of your career. And just wondering, do you like playing at night more than in the day? Do you like kind of the primetime feel?
I mean, it really doesn't matter to me. Football is football for me at the end of the day. I mean, it kind of feels a little bit more like you're in high school, back to those Friday Night Light type things, but that's really about the only thing I could really compare it to. But it'll be a little bit like that. We'll be playing on a Friday, feel like you're back in high school, but no fans, so that's just the only thing. So.
Cool, thanks.
Wrap up Wandale. Brian Christopherson, 24/7.
Wandale, you had some teammates yesterday on here who said, regardless of the record, they think you guys are close. You're nodding your head. What do you think you get? How do you think you guys have set yourself up for 2021 through this kind of weird season, even though the record isn't what you want? Where do you feel you're at heading as a springboard into next year?
We've been through so much adversity. It's almost like next year everybody knows exactly what we need to do. Everybody, and with the guys that will be coming in, we have a standard already set of what needs to happen, every week of practice, every game day, everything that needs to happen going on from here on forward, just to make sure that we're winning ball games, and those close games that we've been in, those tight games, those come out on our side and not on the other way around. So this year it was just a big learning thing for a lot of us, especially being young, especially on the offensive side. But it allowed us just to really see with everything that's going on, and now next year that everybody knows what really has to happen every week in practice and games, and so on and so forth there.
Looking back, how much did it cripple this team that you didn't have the spring? And Scott Frost has talked a lot about, you didn't have those non-conference games. How much do you think that impacted things as some younger guys were kind of figuring stuff out as they went?
I definitely think that's a little tough, just from personal experience. I know if we didn't probably start out with South Alabama last year and we started out with a Big Ten game, I would have been in who knows what. I would have been frightened every other game after that. So it's especially your first Big Ten game, and that being your first game would be really, really hard to be a young guy, I feel. And so I just think it helps them a lot having this year under their belt and then going into next year. So.